What are your thoughts?
Well, the first thing, I think we have to acknowledge that President Obama has very little moral authority at this point, because we know anybody who tries to rationalize the killing of innocent people is a criminal. George Zimmerman is a criminal. But President Obama is a global George Zimmerman because he tries to rationalize the killing of innocent children, 221 so far, in the name of self-defense. Pakistan, Somalia, Yemen. So when he comes to talk about the killing of an innocent person, you say, well, wait a minute, what kind of moral authority are you bringing? You've got $2 million bounty on Sister Asada Shakur. She's innocent, but you are pressing that intensely. Will you press for the justice of Trayvon Martin in the same way you press for the prosecution of Brother Bradley Manning and Brother Edward Snowden? So you begin to see the hypocrisy. Then he tells stories about racial profiling. They're moving, sentimental stories, what Brother Kendall Thomas calls racial moralism, very sentimental. But then Ray Kelly, major candidate for Department of Homeland Security, he's the poster child of racial profiling. You know, Brother Carl Dixon and any of us went to jail under Ray Kelly. Why? Because he racially profiled millions of young black and brown brothers. So on the one hand, you get these, and yet you get these bringing into his circle.
The current ones,
and in fact, he even says Ray Kelly expresses his values. Ray Kelly is a magnificent police commissioner. How are you going to say that when the brothers reinforce and stop and frisk? So the contradictions become so overwhelming here.
But President Obama, speaking about his own life experience, going from saying Trayvon Martin could have been my child to Trayvon Martin could have been me.
Oh no, that's beautiful. That's an identification. The question is, will that identification hide and conceal the fact there's a criminal justice system in place that has nearly destroyed 2 generations of very precious, poor, black and brown brothers? He hasn't said a mumbling word until now. 5 years in office and can't say a word about a new Jim Crow. And at the same time, I think we have to recognize that he has been able to hide and conceal that criminalizing of the black poor as what I call the re-niggerizing of the black professional class. You've got these black leaders on the Obama plantation, won't say a criminal word about the master in the big house, will only try to tame the field folk so that they're not critical of the master in the big house. That's why I think even Brother Sharpton's going to be in trouble. Why? Because he has unleashed, and I agree with him, the rage, and the rage is always on the road to self-determination, but the rage is going to hit up against a stone wall. Why? Because Obama and Holder, will they come through at the federal level for Trayvon Martin? We hope so. Don't hold your breath. And when they don't, they're going to have to somehow contain that rage. And containing that rage, there's going to be many people say, no, we see this president is not serious about decriminalizing of poor people. We've got a black leadership that is deferential to Obama, that is subservient to Obama, and that's what niggerizing is. You keep folks so scared, you keep folks so intimidated. You can give money, access, but they're still scared, and as long as you're scared, you're on the plantation.
Black Talk Radio News, Scotty Reed in for this broadcast from behind these enemy lines, and number of things there that Cornel West said. Let me say this about the racially showcased Al Sharpton. He's wrong. He's wrong on that point. Al Sharpton ain't unleashed no black rage, Cornel. Come on, man. Al Sharpton did not call them young people, them older people, or nobody to come out in the streets. Al Sharpton didn't do that. The NAACP didn't do that. Do you think Al Sharpton or the NAACP will be telling black people, Hispanic people, Arab people, white people, I ain't seen too many Asians, but to shut down parts of LA, to shut down highways? No. They want organized rallies. Get you in a park somewhere out of the way so you're not disrupting traffic and stopping people from getting to their jobs to keep the capitalist machine rolling. No. Or like in my area, this Al Sharpton acolyte sent me a text message. Oh, we're going to be meeting in Kings Mountain at this church. Yeah. Heard black people in the buildings between 4 walls. Get them out the way. Nobody gonna see them. They ain't gonna be stopping traffic again. They ain't gonna shut down anything. They gonna keep capitalism going. All right. But you can come to church and you can watch all of these people speak about what an outrage this verdict is. What an outrage. But Uncle Al is working on it. We're going to repeal, stand your ground. See how it worked. So Al Sharpton didn't unleash nothing. Al Sharpton was sent out there to keep black rage in check. So you're wrong on that, Brother Cornel. I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Now, he talked about the president being a global George Zimmerman. Now, I know, again, let me say this. This is why I no longer say the name of the president of the United States, because a lot of black folks can't handle that. They can't handle people calling attention to the president of the United States that has black skin or brown skin, who looks like one of us. They can't handle that, man. That's anti-blackness. It don't matter if he got a kill list in his pocket. All right? He didn't put the names on the list. Other people put the names on the list. So don't be getting mad at him. He's just doing his job as a racially showcased social control to keep black folks in check. Okay? We're going to do all this in his name. We're going to overthrow African countries. We're going to go send white people to Africa to train black soldiers on how to use the weapons we're going to give them to kill other black people. And then we're going to keep you from pointing it out because the president of the United States black. So if you can't point him out, then, you know, what are you talking about? You must be racist. This is a chess move. That was a chess move. He can order all these non-white people. Again, he not giving the orders. He just a showcased, racially showcased black person. They write his speeches. They tell him what to say. Yeah, here you go. Go tell him this. We got to kill all of these Arab Muslims that's suspected terrorists because they want to kill Americans. Okay? Proof? What you talking about proof? Trial? What you talking about a trial? Don't you know I just signed into law that National Defense Authorization Act, which gives me the authority to lock people up, including American citizens, and not give them a trial and hold them indefinitely? Constitutional rights? What you talking about? Them rights only afforded to white people. And if a white person crosses that color line, we're going to treat him as if he was a non-white person so other white people don't cross that color line. See, Cornel West's problem is he's saying the president's name. He can't say the president's name. He should have said Uncle Sam. He should have said Uncle Sam is targeting all of these brown people in Yemen, Somalia, Pakistan, killing kids, women, old people. It don't matter. You shouldn't have been standing next to that terrorist. You shouldn't have went shopping that day. That's your fault. It's your fault that you got blowed up by a Predator drone missile, a Hellfire missile from a Predator drone. It's your fault. See? So he got to quit saying the president's name because some black people get defensive. And that's like, see, they banding together, but they banding together on the wrong damn issues. See, a racially showcased weapon being deployed by the racist white supremacists is to get you to shut the hell up and not talk about racism, white supremacy, and what they doing. Yeah, you can talk about it, but don't get into specific policies and details. Don't do that. We got to sharpen up our war moves, as they say, or our war tools. We got to start critically thinking about this type of stuff. And Cornel West didn't say nothing wrong. Are they not killing kids? Are they not? Or are they? Is he not talking about nominating a person to be Homeland Security chief and heaping praises on them and stuff like that? You know, reading from the script, the teleprompter, whatever. This is what we want you to say. Say all these nice things about Raymond Kelly. He's a family man. He's a Christian. He's ethical and all this and that. See, when you said last month that they need federal oversight because they racially targeting black people, oh, well, you know, you made a mistake. You was talking off the cuff. See, that's what we told you about running your mouth, and we didn't put them words in your mouth. See, now you're going to be looking foolish because now we're going to have you nominate him to be Homeland Security chief. See, that's what you get for talking, boy. So I would recommend to Tavis Smiley and Cornel West to keep that man's name out of their mouth. Use something else. Say Uncle Sam. All right? Say Uncle Sam did it. Say Uncle Sam is appointing racial profilers to Homeland Security. Say Uncle Sam is killing all these non-white people all around the world. Say Uncle Sam is overthrowing African countries and then arming Africans to kill each other. Say that. Then maybe, just maybe, these black people, some of them, will be able to mentally disassociate that man from the policies. Yeah, the U.S. government is doing that. He's right. Because soon as you say that man's name, he's attacking black people. How dare he say something about my president killing kids? How dare he talk about my president nominating a racial profiler to the highest police position in the country? How dare he not talk about all these black people being tortured in these prison cells they calling the SHU or isolation or the hole? How dare he, you know, I've said enough. I think y'all get my point. So I think, you know, somebody need to sit down with Cornel West. I think I'll call Brother Carl Dix. Send him an email, call him on the phone, and say, look, bro, these black people can't handle y'all calling out that man's name. Y'all got to be codified. Y'all got to be saying Uncle Sam or just saying Mr. President or President of the United States. Because some black folks psychologically can't handle this. They not ready for politics. They don't understand how the system works. Politics controls every other people activity in the world, including sex. Politics control all that. Did they not just pass equal rights for gay marriage and all of that? Politics control all that, man. Controls sex, controls agriculture, controls war, controls economic activity, controls education. You name me something politics don't control. It even control you. So, Cornel West, Tavis Smiley, if y'all want to try to get through to these black people, I suggest you stop using that man's name, because then they going to be calling you a hater, all right? Like they some kind of juvenile teenager or something. So you got to change your posture on that so that we can educate these people on what's going on and how the system works, all right? Because they don't understand that these racially showcased black people is only there for a reason. And what's that reason? To confuse black people.